I'm always the person that's asked.
Yeah, people don't ask me. Nobody has ever asked me, so what's it like?
What's it like being
What's it like having a black
woman? Right. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please make sure to hit that notification bell below. Okay, so today I've got a very special guest with me. Please meet my husband. This is my husband, Kevin. You want to say hi?
Hey guys.
Okay, hi, my name is Aisha and I am in a relationship with
Kevin O'Reilly. Aisha and I have been together for 15 years. We were dating for 10 years and now we're in our 5th year of marriage.
We met at school, so we are high school sweethearts. We met in matric. No, we met in 11th grade actually. We met in 11th grade.
My first impressions of Aisha was that she was incredibly smart, a bit of a goody two-shoes. She was a top performer academically in our school.
First impressions were, this is a really tall, lanky, skinny white dude who I didn't really, I don't know, people usually talked about Kev like Kevin O'Reilly. They always said Kevin O'Reilly, and I'd never spoken to him even though I think we had about 3 classes together.
But not only was she a very strong academic, but she was also an extremely talented artist. That's kind of where we spoke to each other the most and where we connected the most was in art class.
I fell for him like hard. I fell for him so hard and quickly. I think I told him that I loved him like 3 months in.
Do you remember your first kiss?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it was at like the stands of one of the rugby fields, and it was completely empty. It was after, class, and we just walked up there and we were hanging out and we were chatting and we're like, okay, and we leaned in and started, making out.
Yeah, it was a good kiss. I mean, for the standards of being in high school, I suppose. If I had to have that kiss now, it would probably be kind of awful. I think we're both better kissers. You guys wanted me to be honest. I'm going to be honest, right? But it was special. Let's say that it was special.
We were together for all of matric, and then I got this great opportunity to study pretty much anywhere that I wanted. So I went to the UK and we broke up. Just a natural sort of breakup. Who does long distance at age 18? But then we decided we were going to do that. So we got back together. And we did long distance for 6 years. He was in Joburg, I was in the UK. We traveled to see each other every 3 to 4 months.
It was incredibly tough, but it helps to know that the person on the other side is equally committed. I think it's always tough when you're doing long distance and there's one person who feels like they're more into it than the other.
That was one of the hardest times of our lives. Very challenging. No one thought it was gonna last, like no one. Our families, our friends, only like 2-3 years in did people sort of lay off us and like, okay, maybe these guys are for real.
We both felt that, hey, this is actually really something, that is worth continuing. We never approached long distance with any expectations like, okay, now that we're doing long distance, we have to get married, we have to be together forever and ever and ever.
And then in year 7 of our relationship, we decided that we were gonna finally be together. I'd finished my degrees, he had finished his, he started working, and it was between Tanzania or South Africa. I'm originally from Tanzania, so South Africa won, and so I moved down to be with him.
And we've never looked back. what really made me realize that, you know, this is a good fit was when, you know, you have deep discussions with someone. And with myself and Aisha, we shared a lot. We've always been very good at communicating with one another on things that we believe in and the values that we hold. And even though we had very different lives and childhoods growing up, we share a lot of core values. And those are the things that bind us, you know, beyond the very obvious things that are very different about us. You know, we just get each other on many levels, on very silly things and on very deep things as well. And it makes going through life with her that much easier. And I know that she's got my back no matter what. He
is the most humble person, not even humble guy, humble person that I had met back then, and I still now, he's the most humble person that I know. And I think that was the thing that I fell in love with first, his humility.
She is really, I think she's very self-aware of who she is, but I think she's also only scratching the surface as to what she's capable of. I think she's got a lot to offer the world, and I believe that she's still got so much more to do.
Do you see forever with your partner?
Yes. I can't wait to spend our first Valentine's Day together. Or rather, I can't wait to be spoiled to death.
You're looking pretty cute today, and it's cool how you've like matched your outfit with my outfit today.
No, he saw me wearing this. Okay,
No, never happened.
I wrote you a poem.
Oh.
Okay, so get ready. Roses are red,
Right.
violets are blue.
Uh-huh.
The mall, the park, movies or bed. I don't care at all, as long as I'm with you.
That was cute. That was a cute poem.
I just want to know what the conversation looked like when you decided that, okay, you know what, maybe let's do this long distance thing.
Okay. So actually, you know, it was one of these things where we didn't really think about what were the next steps. Like high school kind of ended and then we were like, I guess that's it, you know? So there wasn't like like a personal event that happened. It was almost like we reached the end of the road for high school.
Yeah.
And then we both knew that we were going to be in different places. We were like, I guess
That's
it sort
Yeah.
of thing. So we had broken up for, it was like a couple of weeks sort of thing. And I was visiting my parents. Then you called me.
Did I call you?
Or was it, you sent me an
I
email.
sent you an
You sent me
email.
yeah, these were the days of MSN Messenger and email
Yeah.
and stuff. So
Because calling meant that
yeah, there was no WhatsApp, there was no Skype, there
we
was
had
nothing like that. That
organized
stuff hadn't
to
been invented
speak.
yet. We've been together for longer than YouTube has been existing.
Yeah. Basically.
So you sent me an email
Yeah.
basically just saying that, you know, it was a long email. I remember it was a very long email. It was quite long.
I don't remember it being that long. To be honest,
Longer than
it wasn't.
mine.
Yes, but it wasn't one of my long mails.
And you know, my emails are very succinct.
Yeah, I know. So I sent him a mail. I was like, I love you. I still want to be with you. What do you think? And
I was like,
cool.
cool.
I pressed send, like thinking this guy's gonna read this and think, was I seriously just with this chick?
Yeah.
And then he's like, let's do it. That's what you said. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So that was the decision. And then we just took it from there.
Has the relationship changed your views on race?
Ooh.
For me, no. I don't think it's changed my my views at all. I think it's just confirmed things, you know, where it's like, yes, the things that I was exposed to as a kid and the way I was raised and, you know, reaching out to people and finding olive branches, you know, finding similarities as opposed to nitpicking at differences, has completely been the right way. Because by having that approach, it first of all allowed me to connect with you on values and not have this thing in the back of my head where it's like, but we look so different, you know?
Yeah.
It's always been about reaching out and finding those similarities.
For me, I would say, in a way, yes, it has changed my views. And the reason why is because before we got married, I think specifically being married and also having a biracial child, it's changed my views, or rather it's made me much more aware. Let's say that. It's made me much more aware of how race is still such an issue, especially in the context of South Africa. You get looks from people, you get horrible comments from other people, you know. I think for me, it's changed the way I've seen other people and how other people approach race and how other people think about race and what other people might be thinking when we're together, you know, or when I walk up with my biracial child, you know, all of the things that people have said to me or assumed about me. And it's also exposed me more to white privilege. I can have one experience one day on my own as a Black woman, but if I'm with my white husband, I can tell a difference in, I don't know, basic things like service, you know, when we go out to dinner or something as simple as just being asked, hi, you know, where would you like a table today? It's a different approach. I've definitely noticed that. It's, you know, or also just seeing how certain people interact with him, you know, and because he is my husband, that is like the closest that I will ever sort of see it, you know, because I will never be white. But because I do have a white husband, I'm seeing it more, and I'm able to sort of compare that to my experiences. What I am definitely grateful for is that race, and, you know, as much as we're like, you know, we really don't see each other as white or Black. He's my husband, I'm his wife. But we do have the freedom in our home to talk about these things.
Yeah, we do talk about issues.
We talk about it often.
It's not we're definitely not one of those couples who's like, oh, we don't see color.
Yeah, no.
Race is a very constant topic that we explore. We don't argue about it, but we allow that exploration to happen. And I think that's important because privilege is definitely something that exists. And I'm under no sort of illusion that it doesn't, and I don't deny that. Yeah. At the same time, I don't wake up every morning, look at Aisha, I'm like, oh, there's my Black wife. You know, like, there's my wife and the mother of my kid, and it's good morning, and it's the same conversations that any couple would have in the morning, like, do you want a cup of coffee or whatever, right?
Yeah. And the bickering.
Yeah, and I do think that by, you know, not acknowledging race is more destructive than it is healing.
Yeah.
What are some of the interesting questions you get from outsiders regarding your relationship?
Define interesting.
I don't get asked.
Define interesting.
What are the stereotypical things that you get asked? Because people don't ask me.
And that's the thing which I find really like, I'm always the target. I'm always the person that's asked.
Yeah. People don't ask me. Nobody has ever asked me, so what's it like?
What's it like being a
What's it like having a black woman?
right? But
Never has somebody ever
I
asked
get
me.
asked all the time, how did you find your white husband? I want a white husband too. How do I find him? Especially because I'm online, or we're online. Our image is used in a lot of these
Illegally.
interracial dating websites.
Yeah.
So I get inundated with people saying, is it true that you met your husband on this site? Because I want to sign up. And I'm like, no, guys, no, it's not true. We met at school. It wasn't like, let me get myself a white guy, or
Yeah, there was never a master plan.
No, like I need to, like, which one is gonna be like the guy for me, like. But it seems that there are people out there, and for me, that's when I'm like, that's weird,
Okay, that means I go first. The look. Hey.
What look? I'm smiling.
It's better be good.
Go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Clear the throat. All right. My dearest Aisha, Mama Kai, my confidant, my ride or die, my motivation, my stillness, my lighthouse. You act as my compass in my journey through life. You have guided me through many ups and downs. You accept my failings and embrace my faults. You are the person who understands and knows me best. You are the person, my favorite person. I do not tell you enough how much you are appreciated, and it's something I should do more often. I've written this in the wake of being ambushed by Dennis's team. My words feel insufficient, but they are honest and sincere. Thank you for being you. Your husband, Kevin. I love you. That's it.
Okay. My dearest Kevin, we've had a good month. I say that because out of the entire year, I think this month has made us both realize, or rather confirm, what we've got. A relationship, a marriage, and family built on one solid foundation. We are a team. As you know, I find it really difficult to trust people and allow them to see my vulnerable side. And yet last year in particular, you really did see it all. And I know that deep down in my heart that you are my soulmate. Thank you for allowing me the space to grow, for pushing me to discover, and encouraging me to evolve. Thank you for understanding that I need to be a better me so that I can be a better wife to you and a better mother to Kai. And thank you for always striving to be a better Kev. I'm so proud of the man you've become, and I'm so proud that I call you my husband. I said it on Friday, the 19th of December, 2014, and I'd say it again. I'll choose you. In any version of reality, I'd find you and I'll choose you. Love me.
You're definitely the wordsmith, hey?
Am I seeing a man tear?
No, thank you.
Thanks so much for watching our Defining Love episode and listening to our love story. You can find primarily me, but my husband features a lot on my platforms at Aisha and Life on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and on my blog aishaandlife.com.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit a thumbs up, hit the like button, hit that bell, and subscribe to this channel and check out some more of the content.
It wasn't the best kiss.
Yeah. I said it was good for the time.
Yes.
Yeah. But
Alright.
like we've both improved at kissing.
Yeah, definitely.
But
So
for
no,
like
definitely.
high school standards, it was good.
For high school standards and for our first kiss standards, it was alright.
Yeah.